I love reading. I love reading. It is my favorite thing in the world. I think it's the greatest thing you do in fourth grade. We will read, read, read. It is awesome. You get to go to faraway land. You get to read graphic novels, fantasy, adventure, all kinds of things. But I want you to know one thing today. If you are reading today, you will know that I love reading. I love reading novels. I love reading poetry. I love reading picture books, graphic novels. I love it. I love my library. I love Baby Mouse. Pink cover. You know what? Real men read Baby Mouse. Because Baby Mouse is awesome. Sidekicks, Lunch Slave, all kinds of graphic novels. I love books. It is my favorite thing. I love it. It is so awesome. You will not leave this classroom in June not loving reading. I promise you, you all will love to read. You will love to read. You will love to read. You all love to read. Why? Because reading is awesome. You think it's funny? It's the greatest thing. You can read a book about a blind boy in the shoe. That is the greatest thief that ever lived. He's blind, the greatest thief that ever lived. You'll read a book this year about a bread box where you put bread in and you wish for something and you open up that bread box and it's there. You say, I want an iPod Touch. You open up the bread box. You have an iPod Touch. You can read a book that many of you have read about going to you're flying to see your dad. The plane crashes. You're stuck in the Canadian wilderness. A 12-year-old boy, your name is Brian, and you are lost. Hatchet. You can read a book about anything. It can take you anywhere. You can do anything. Anything. It is the greatest thing you will do in school. It is the most important thing that you can learn to love that will help you to be successful in life. Because reading is awesome. It's awesome. Somebody say, I don't want to read. It's dumb. It's boring. It's stupid.
You just screamed.
I promise I will do everything inside of me to change how you feel about reading because reading is awesome. We're going to have so much fun. I can't even tell you. I love my books. I love my books. I love reading. I love sharing books with kids. Do you know how long it took me to put my first book in a kid's hand this year?
How long?
At 7 o'clock this morning, I pulled into school. There were two of my students waiting for the bus. I ran down there. I'm like, oh my God, it's a perfect book for you, Bree. Bree, here's the perfect book. And I gave it to her. And I couldn't wait all morning. I'm just like shaking. I'm so excited to give you guys books. Why? Because I love reading. It's awesome. It is the greatest gift that we have as people. We have stories. Stories that can make us be better people. Stories that can take us to anywhere in the world. I have never been to Paris, France, but I went there 4 times this summer in picture books. 4 times. I don't know what it's like for my parents to get divorced. But you know what some of you do? And I read Bigger Than a Bread Box right here. And I learned how awful that is for a kid. Because reading is awesome. And it takes me to different places. I can learn what it's like. Every book I read will make me a better person. And if it doesn't, it's not a good book. Every book I read can take me somewhere else. It can be magical. It can be wonderful. I am not jumping on desks, working up, so doing all this for anybody. I want you to know how important this is. If you take away one thing, Mom, Dad, how was your first day of school? How was your first day? Mr. Sharp's nuts.
Yeah.
He got a desk, he ran and said, why did that? He goes, because he loves reading. Ask him. You saw my kids last year. What did they say, Mr. Sharp's nuts? He loves reading. I love books. I want you to feel like this. I want you to want to jump on desks and tell people how much you love reading. Are you excited?
Yeah.
You want to read a book?